Everything that you see in this video is fake and performed using CGI and AI. By watching this video, you understand this was made for safety and entertainment purposes only. Do not try anything at home.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today we have something special. Today we're doing our first story time on the channel, and I'm excited because I've been waiting a long time. In fact, statute of limitations just ran out on this story, meaning 5 years have passed, and I'm legally able to tell this story without fearing any consequences of doing so. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. I know it's going to be a good one. I hope you guys too. We also got a review coming in, so stay tuned for that. I do have to say, do not do what I did in this story. Do not repeat anything I did. It was just stupid of me to do this. Before we get started, this will be the dispo that we will be trying. It looks nice. See if we can get that focused. It's not letting it focus. Not liking it. Oh well. It's from Half Baked. It's from the same people that we saw in the other video for the triple cart review, the white and pink one. Same one, or same brand at least. This is their Primo line, which is their premium THCP. It's 2 grams. I mean, it's going to be nice. I mean, look at that. The strain's Tropic Kush. I don't know if I'm going to like this one. I don't know. I've tried their other flavors. I've tried Pink Runts and Blue Milk. So that's something I really do like. I don't know if I'm going to like this one, but anyways, cheers. Actually, I probably got to turn this on, huh? It's even got a little screen. Tells you the voltage and everything. Hell yeah. I don't think you have to hit the button, so cheers. Honestly, it's not half bad. I really do like the other ones better, but it's not half bad. I've had worse tasting ones. This is pretty expensive compared to normal 2Gs. I think this one, before tax and before any like discount, because I get a 10% student discount. For all of that, I believe that it's 55 bucks before anything. So I mean, it's kind of up there. I definitely think it's worth it. I mean, these smack so hard, like I don't even know. Anyways, enough of that. We'll come back to that. We'll hit that through the story time, but let's get started. So this story takes place back when I was a freshman in high school. In fact, this would have been probably a month into my freshman year. And I was walking to first period, and I was walking up to my friend. We'll call him Tommy. That's obviously not his real name, but I need to do that for privacy issues, obviously. But I went up to Tommy, said what's up, greeted him, see how he was doing, and we were just chilling, right about to go into our first class for the day. Tommy, taps me on my arm and is like, yo. I'm like, what's up, man? He's like, do you want to go smoke a blunt? Keep in mind, I have never done anything like this. Maybe I've hit a vape once or twice before this, but nothing. Nothing at all. As one does, I tell him, hell yeah. I mean, it's something that I've always wanted to try. I need to say this. Do not try THC unless it's legal in your state and you're above the legal age to smoke it. I mean, there's no other reason why. And unfortunately, you do have to follow these laws. I didn't, but I'm stupid and you should not be doing what I do. So we're walking out of the school. We're chatting up a bit. Keep in mind, I just met this dude not even a month ago. It's about 5-10 minutes until class starts. So I'm going to miss part of my first period. And I've never skipped, at this point, I've never skipped a class in my life. So I was a little worried. I was a little anxious. And I was getting fried for the first ever time. So I'm obviously going to be pretty anxious. We walk over to the gas station right across the street from my high school. We go up to this car that has a couple of his friends in it. We get in the back seat and we decide to roll right there. Obviously, it's not me. It's the dude in the front seat. And I mean, even thinking back, even at that time, I was just like, man, this is the stupidest idea ever. Why are we just rolling in the gas station parking lot? Give you for the backstory. So this gas station's kind of around a bunch of stores. There's a Subway, there's a juice stop, and other stuff there. But there's also an Army recruitment facility. Now, 2 people walk out of the Army recruitment facility and walk up to the car, and the dude who was rolling in the passenger seat window had his window down. I have no clue why. They are making the most stupidest decisions. They've been doing this and will never get in trouble. I have no clue. And these 2 Army people walk up and they're like, hey, aren't you guys supposed to be in school? And everyone goes, no. And they're like, all right, well, you guys have fun. And they just walk away. That's it. They didn't say anything. They didn't call the police. Nothing. At least not that I know of. I didn't hear anyone calling the police. At least not at this moment. We'll get back to that later in this. I'm going to take another rip. Cheers. So we're sitting there and he's rolling. And when I'm telling you, this was a fat blunt. Like, I'm meaning like that wide around. And this is my first ever time ever doing this. I was getting a little nervous. I was sitting in the back seat. I was like, damn, bro, I'm going to be fucked up. Like, I know that for a fact. I don't even know what I'm going to feel like. I'm sitting there. It's kind of like, you know, when you're a kid and you're like nervous and excited to do something new. I don't know. It was very weird. They finished rolling. And so I was like, cool, we're probably going to go somewhere, smoke this. Cool, whatever. We drive back across the street to my high school's parking lot. And we hotbox the car in the parking lot. Keep in mind, they have cameras in every single parking lot. This is the most stupidest decision ever. I don't know why they decided to do that. We're smoking, passing it back and forth, going around in rotation. I'm getting smacked more and more each time. And I'm taking photos of myself. I'm looking at myself on Snapchat, my camera. I'm like, damn, I am fucked. I can't even see my pupils. Like, my eyes are completely closed. It was crazy. It took about 15 to 20 minutes to finish it, honestly. And there's about, I think there's 5 heads. There's 2 people in the front seat, and there's another person in the back seat with us. And Tommy, right next to me, goes, man, I think we gotta roll another one. I don't think this kid's high. And he looks over, and everyone in the car stares next to me. I've never met anyone else in this car, like, in my life. They all stare at me. And I am the most fried that, like, anyone could look. Like there was no saving me. So we call it there. We don't spray up, nothing. We don't even drive around, nothing. He drives to the front of the school and drops off me and Tommy. Which, right there, that's where the story should have ended. The story should have been, we walked up, they smelt us, we got in trouble, we went to the office, whatever. But it doesn't somehow. We scan our IDs at the front, go to our class. We're in the same class. We walk in together. Actually, no, we did not. I remember walking to the bathroom and for whatever reason taking a picture in the mirror. I don't know. Like, I had a huge smile on my face. I don't know. I was definitely feeling it though. And so I walk back to class and Tommy's already sitting down and I sit down. And keep in mind, this class is, at least what we called it, was FCS. This was where you did a bunch of culinary, a bunch of like parenting stuff, like you did sewing, and it was all that type of stuff. That day we were sewing drawstring backpacks. Perfect thing to mix with, getting faded for the first ever time, using an electric sewing machine to sew stuff together. I mean, how else are you supposed to learn? Anyways, so we're sitting in class, about 10 minutes have passed, and the person next to me and multiple people, like, the person next to me, like, leans over, is like, hey, it smells like fucking weed. And then he looks at me, and he starts laughing his ass off. And I'm like, dude, you gotta keep it down. He's like, I don't know, man. I don't know what you're talking about. But he clearly saw that I was just gone. And about 5 minutes later, the teacher is, like, in her office doing whatever. And then 3 admins walk in the door and ask for Tommy. My heart's pounding. I'm freaking the fuck out like, no way. I'm about to get caught. They pull Tommy out, and by the way they did it, I'm assuming it's not the first time that he's gone to school. Smelling like something he shouldn't. I finish up my drawstring backpack. My heart's pounding. I'm nervous, freaking out the whole rest of the class period. And then the bell rings, and I go to my next class. And I start to calm down a little bit more. I'm not really freaking out as much. But I remember telling my friends, like, I am gone. I remember telling them just, like, how high I was. And some of them messing with me. And some of them, like, freaking out. Being like, oh my god, why would you do this at school? I mean, keep in mind, we were freshmen. Like, literally just freshmen. Like, a month into high school. So, take another hit. Cheers. We're going to fast forward a couple hours. It's now lunchtime. My classes went all right. I was a little out of focus and just remember not being able to, like, I just remember laughing at everything and just keeping to myself and trying to stay low. Lunch came around. I remember before I was able to actually go out and get lunch, because only juniors and seniors were allowed to, I remember every day I would get pizza. They'd have Pizza Hut every day. So I'd get that. But if you had third lunch, which was the last lunch, a lot of times there wasn't much pizza left. So most of the time, I ended up getting a spicy chicken sandwich. That's the backbone of high school right there, man. I mean, if you've said that you've never had a spicy chicken sandwich from high school, I mean, I don't believe you. You're not living it, man. That's what it's there for. And I don't know. It always hits. I don't know what it is. I mean, I've never met someone who doesn't like the spicy chicken sandwich, so I don't know what it is. I don't know what they put in it. I remember gobbling that down. That thing was gone in like 5 bites. He gave us some shitty fries with his too. Those were gone. I devoured my entire lunch within 5 minutes. It was gone. Yo, what's up? Future Gabe here. I forgot to tell part of the story. Here I am now to fix it. So right after lunch, I get on my phone and we get an email. And I'm signing in on my school email on my phone and pretty much everything just to make sure I have access to it. And so I check my email and they sent out an email about people smoking in the parking lot in a red car, which was the car we were in. And I start freaking out. I'm like, okay, they're gonna catch me. I start showing my friends the email and being like, yo, that was me, bro, that was me. I thought they were on to me. I thought they were gonna catch me lacking, but they didn't. Because, as you see, the story still goes on. The day goes on, you know, I'm getting less and less, but I'm still feeling it. I mean, I'm still, by the time this school ends and I'm talking to all my friends still, I'm like, yeah, man, I still feel this. I'm still like, and I go home and, you know, I'm trying not to have my mom know that I'm in the car, you know, for a ride out of my mind. So, you know, make small talk, you know, whatever. Look out the window, do my thing. And luckily, she did not notice because at that time, she would have freaked the fuck out. I get home and I remember just playing video games for the rest of the night. I remember not doing anything else. I wasn't on my phone. I wasn't on anything. I played video games for the rest of the night. That's mostly it. I mean, besides a lot of paranoia and Tommy being a real one for not saying anything about me or anything like that, I mean, I solely believe the whole reason why I did not get pulled out of first period is because we were in such close proximity to where it just smelled like it was him and it was just lingering rather than multiple people smelling like it. So I'm very glad. I would have gotten in a lot of trouble. I know that for a fact. The story's important because, you know, it kind of shaped the way of how I turned out and how I wouldn't have done this if that would have happened. I wouldn't have done legal reviews and all that and actually gotten into the benefits of marijuana and all that. And, you know, I enjoy it. I enjoy doing it. But before I end this video, we're going to end it off with a blinker. Cheers. I've done that like nothing. No coughing, nothing. I'm like that. I'm like that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this video, hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.